I'm in Salad, and I saw Juno. It's directed by Jason Reitman, who also did Ghostbusters Afterlife. It's starring Elliot Page, who the artist formerly known as Ellen Page. But for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to refer to the character as Juno. Then you got Michael Cera and Jennifer Garner and J.K. Simmons. The movie starts with Juno. Juno is a teenager in high school. She has sex with a male who's her best friend 5 ever, right? And she gets pregnant. She just wants to deny the pregnancy. Got the pregnancy test that she takes at a gas station, and she's like, "Oh, this is just a funky test. It's not working good, right?" Apparently, she's taken a couple pregnancy tests, and the clerk's just like, "Bro, you're pregnant." So she's pregnant. She has the "holy shit, I'm pregnant" arc. As a teenager, she tells a friend. Friend's like, "What? Oh man." And I kind of feel bad for Juno. I wouldn't want to be in her position, 16 and pregnant. There's a whole MTV show, very popular, that was about the whole premise, and it scarred me for life. And this entire thing just makes me sad for her. But she goes to the guy, the baby daddy. He's like, "Hey, I'm the father. You're the father. I'm the mother." And the baby daddy's like, "Oh no. Oh man. Well, you can do whatever you want with it, I guess." The guy's pretty supportive. That's cool. That's cool of the guy. And then she wants to get an abortion. And on her way to the abortion clinic, she sees this chick in her class having an anti-abortion protest sign. And she just likes to comment on the fingernails. The baby's like, she says the baby has a beating heart, fingernails. Juno's like, "Fingernails? Huh." And then turns into the clinic. And then the next scene, she's listening to all these tapping, and it's a bunch of like fingernail stuff, right? She's like, she's kind of uneasy, and then she leaves again. And this occurs throughout the rest of the movie, where fingernails are a really big, important icon, imagery, something that is referenced through the rest of the movie. The next step to pregnancy, she has to admit the pregnancy to her parents. Talking to the parents, she's like all nervous inside. She's like, "Oh, this is really bad. This is bad. I wish I didn't have to tell you, the blah, blah, blah." The parents are like, "Oh, did you get expelled? Did you get DUI? What happened?" And in that scene, I was thinking, parents probably already guessing in their brains, "Oh, is she pregnant?" Because that is literally the worst thing. And that was what I was thinking through my brain. So I just think it's like a big genius moment. Oh man, the parents are just like having an adult, like not forcing the child to face them saying, "Oh, you're pregnant," because them guessing is not going to teach her anything. She has to deal with this herself. She has to be the big adult about it. And I just like the parents. I like how they were. J.K. Simmons is a great dad. He's a very good dad. I like his personality. He likes to give, he doesn't even like to give his daughter shit. He's just very supportive. But just his dialogue's cool. I like Juno. I wish Juno appreciated her dad more in the beginning, at least. But she does by the end, which is cool. Good on her. I gotta access my brain real quick. Juno founds these people to adopt the child, alright? So she found in the newspaper these people who are big and rich, and they're very pretty, right? So they go to those people. By they, I mean Juno and the dad. And the dad's like, kind of, he seems like he's out of place, because when they arrive to the future parents' house, the future parents are, like, super rich, and they have, like, nice things, and with the contrast of Juno's family being, like, working class, there's just, like, a lot of clutter. It's just, like, it's very disheveled, while this is, like, clean. There's, like, a contrast between the two. Juno takes interest in the adopted father's very, very large, extensive room of things related to music. He's a home composer. He composes music at home, and he's writing music, but he really just wants to be a rock star. He has his old guitar from back in the day, the day of the 90s, when 90s were bestest, according to him, was in 94, summer 94. Juno is just not, I'm not craving this attention at the beginning, but she definitely plays into it. She's talking to him. She's giving her opinion, which is like, no, you're actually wrong. I don't agree with that. 77 was actually the bestest year for rock, and you're wrong. And because of the dad guy, he's just falling for Juno, and it's fucking up the relationship. But I mean Jennifer. Jennifer is a lovely woman. She really just wants a baby, and when Juno is, like, out and about at the mall, she sees Juno, well, later on the elevator, but before that, she sees Jennifer just playing with the child, and Juno is like, oh, this is so great. I want this woman as a mother. She's, like, the bestest of the mothers. I know she's gonna be a great mother. Aw, man, this warms my heart. Mother is at her ultrasound, and they're looking at the baby with the sister, and the mother is just like, oh man, I love her so much. Because, you know, she's a mother. She's got motherly instincts. Whenever she sees a baby forming, she's like, ooh, another baby. Time for baby. Baby time. And Juno loves it too. And so she doesn't want to know the sex of the baby. She wants Jennifer and Mark, I think his name's Mark, the adopted dad. She wants to show the ultrasound to them, and she wants to have it so only they know the gender of the baby. And so Juno drives all the way to where they are. It's presumed to be a long way, because it takes Juno fucking forever to get back home after doing that. So I'm thinking it's probably like a 3-hour drive. Juno goes to see the parents, and it's just the dad. This is where she learns all this information about what he does, and then they hug, are close, but this is after Jennifer comes in. Jennifer's like, oh, what are you doing here, Juno? And Juno's like, oh, I have this ultrasound. You want to see it? Gives to her, and then they hang out some more. And then Juno goes home, gets questioned by her mother, and then the next time that she goes back there again, after being super jealous of her baby daddy's prom date, where she's super emotional, she's like, oh, I actually love you, but before this prom date reveal, she was like, I don't love you, baby daddy, fuck off 5 ever. And then she's like, okay, you didn't tell me you had a date. You were lying to me when you said that you wouldn't go out with her because she smelled so much like soup, and now I'm angry. And he's like, well, you told me to stay away. And then she drives off to the parents' house, the future parents' house, and then Mark's there, and then they go to the music room, and then that's when they start dancing. And they start dancing, and they're very close, and I'm like, no, bad. And then this is when the marriage falls apart, Mark starts questioning his feelings for Janessa. He wants to go back to this place, somewhere, away. And he just wants to become a rock star and live without Jennifer. And Jennifer, naturally, is like, oh no, what, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Come on, man, you wanted the baby. He's like, oh, I don't think I'm ready for a baby. I'm like, no, you thought buying a baby would fix your relationship. It does not, sir. Oh no. And then Juno leaves, she's sad, and then she asks her dad, how do I know if two people are gonna stay with each other for a very long time? And that's when her dad is like, oh, I've been with your stepmom for 10 years, and the only way you really know how to be truly happy is if you love them for all their flaws, all their mistakes, everything about them. You just gotta love them. And you just have to stay with them, work with them. You just gotta love them. And that inspires Juno to go to her baby daddy. Baby daddy, I love you. And they're all cute and kissy and whatnot on the track field. It's great. And it's very cute. I love it. And then, now she's giving birth. And what's cool about giving birth, she doesn't have a whale on her stomach anymore. She's been having fat issues. She's been very self-conscious about her stomach, but it is just a symbol of power for women, is how I would like to think of it. And then, yeah, the more babies, the more powerful you are. That's how that works. But her ego, her self-esteem is now risen again. Hooray! Right before the baby's now giving birth, and then she sees her baby, she's like, oh my god, it's a baby, ooh, ooga boo, booga baby, wow, I like babies. And then she sends the baby to just go fuck off, and then she sleeps. And the baby daddy comes in the hospital room, goes to see her, and she's sleeping, and now he's pulling her head, and it's very cute. And then the next scene, Jennifer gets the baby, and this is a very heartwarming scene. You get to see, okay, the director, you see, first your eye goes to it's a boy, and with the motion of the nurse and everything, and I'm like, oh my god, great placement, wow, that's so great. And then you see pan over, following the nurse out of the room, and talking to Jennifer. Do you want to see your son? She's like, I have a son? And I'm like, oh my god, it's so great. She has a child. She finally has a child. Her quest for motherhood is complete. She gets to raise a child. Ah, I love it. It's great. Ah. And then, yeah, now she's raising a child, and the final scene is her baby daddy and Juno. And Juno and her baby daddy are playing guitar, and they're being very good, and having a happy time. And that was the end of the movie. It was a very great movie. I really loved the vocals done by Kimya Dawson, who was also did some vocals with A$AP Rock, which is how I know of her. She's great, so go check her out. It's a shame that she only has 8K subs on YouTube. Very much a shame. Go listen to her. This movie is also very good. I liked the very funny dialogue. The dialogue wasn't like, haha, comedy. It was like, oh, this is very situational comedy, very teenage angst comedy, I would say. It's still a pretty good movie. I ain't quite enjoyed it. And I'm gonna have to give this movie a solid 7.5 out of 10. If you liked that review, I have more content on our Patreon, some daily vlogs, long vlogs with multiple days within those vlogs, but mostly daily vlogs. You can check it out, patreon.com/ASEPresents for $3 a month. Till next time, I'm Mint Salad Saw, and I'll see y'all later, my salad croutons.